Hey guys, it's Maya. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks on what I wish I would have known coming into college as a freshman. So I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for the video. Number 1, the biggest part of success in college is actually going to class. If you don't go to class, you won't learn the material. Like, personally, I had a teacher that would post our lectures online, and it made me not want to go to the class. So I didn't do as well in the class as I should have, but had I went like I was in the beginning of class, I would have kept getting good test grades, but I didn't. Okay, number 2 is to always carry your student ID. You see this little thing right here? Can you see it? This gets you into everything. If you want to eat in your school's little cafeteria, you swipe this. If you want to get a ticket to the football game, you swipe this. If you want to go to a school event, guess what you're going to do? Swipe this. So you might want to, get it on a little lanyard, put it in your wallet, always keep your wallet around. Make sure you always have this, because this is like Willy Wonka's golden ticket. It's a necessity and you need it to get in. Okay, number 3, networking. Networking is the key to gaining jobs and opportunities after you graduate college, because without it, like, say I know somebody, they become a CEO, we were close friends. Hey, can I have a job? Yeah, I knew you. You went to UNT with me. Networking, or whatever school you're going to, not just UNT. You need to make and establish relationships. That's very important. Number 4, invest in a planner. This is my best friend. We don't play. Best friend right here. I write down everything. At the beginning of the school year, which this is kind of another tip, you're going to get a syllabus. And in your syllabus, it's going to tell what's due when's your test due, your textbook, what you need. And make sure that first few days of school or class, you write down everything. Every single thing, so you won't forget it. That's very important. So I guess that's kind of tip 4 and 5. Tip number 6. Like, for example, at my school, when they give you your list of textbooks, I'll insert a little clip. You can go to your school's Barnes & Noble page and get it, which is probably $200-300, or you can either find the PDF online or use websites like Chegg or Slug Books or other places you can get textbooks from, or even Amazon. And Amazon Prime offers a little trial for students. And type in www.chegg.com. In another tab, you're going to open your school's My page. So I go to North Texas, so I'll type in my.unt.edu. Log in. Go to where they list your classes. So for me, it's My Classes, then Class Schedule. Select the term. You can either go to this Purchase Textbooks tab, but I always mess it up, so I go to each one individually. So you're going to start by clicking on the section number. Click on View Textbooks. And it's going to take you to your school's Barnes & Noble page. So on here, it costs like $200 for this textbook, and tuition's high enough, and I'm not paying that. So copy the ISBN number. Go back to your Chegg tab, paste it in the search bar, and click search. Now on Chegg, this same textbook costs $28, saving you $228. Tip number 7. If you are at an event or a party or whatever the case may be, and you see a line of Greeks strolling, do not cross their line. Oh my gosh. I went to a party, and when you're first coming into college, you don't know what to do and what not to do. It's just obvious. You don't know. It's your first time here. You're a new fish in the sea. So we were all hanging out, and I think it was Nuck If You Buck or some song that played that people usually dance to. So all the Greeks come out and they start strolling. So we all separate like the Red Sea. So this one girl decides to walk across one of the lines, and the music stopped, everybody stopped, and I swear a fight almost broke out. I was terrified, but I bet she learned a lesson. Tip number 8. Do not procrastinate. Yes, parties are fun. Very fun. But remember why you're in college. You're here to get an education. You're here to get a degree so you can move on and make that money. Got it? Okay. Tip number 9, it's okay to go outside of your comfort zone and, join clubs that you wouldn't usually join. Coming into college, I met most of my friends at BSE, which is the Black Student Experience. It was an amazing experience, and I'll talk about that a little later, but I met some really great people that I'm still friends with now. It's summer and we still hang out. Join clubs that you wouldn't usually join. There are clubs for everything. I remember at orientation, my orientation leader was telling us how you can make clubs, and there's a club called Bronies, and it's guys that get together and watch My Little Pony. So I mean, it's up to you. If you don't find a club that suits stuff that you're interested in, make your own. Tip number 10, you will make friends. I can 100% guarantee it. Refunds back. I got you. You will make friends. Whether it be in your class, in the line to eat, at a football game, you'll make friends. Now this tip number 11 is really serious. If you're living somewhere in a dorm or an apartment, whatever the case may be, get to know your roommate prior to moving in. My roommate, my freshman year, we didn't talk at all. She used my microwave. I used her broom. And that's it. Just get to know them. Get to know, whether or not they're messy, whether or not they sleep at night, whether or not they like music, like your kind of music, whether or not they're okay with you having friends over. It's extremely important because you're going to be living with this person for 9 months, so get to know them. Tip number 12, get a job, okay? I mean, if your parents don't want you to get a job, more power to you, but I got a job because I felt like constantly asking my mom for money to go to parties and to eat on the weekends and for gas money. I just felt like when I graduated from asking her from that, and it was really an accomplishment for me. Like, I liked having my own money. I liked being able to do what I want to do. So like I said, parties aren't cheap, food isn't cheap, and being broke just ain't the move, so I'm just saying. Okay, tip number 13, back to BSE. If you are going to UNT, I recommend you joining BSE, which stands for the Black Student Experience. And no, you do not have to be a black student to join it. I just really liked what this experience taught me, and it gave me a foundation in a group of people. It gave me a foundation in a group of people that felt like family away from like my family here in Houston. In New Orleans. Like, I felt like I had someone to turn to when something was wrong. I knew that I had mentors and friends that I can seek out help with. Overall, it was a great experience. Like I said earlier, I met all my friends there. Well, most of my friends, ones I didn't meet at work. And, I'm not sure, but I wish every school had like some kind of retreat where you can go and, debrief and talk about things that, are upcoming, like where you can get your hair done and like places to eat, places to avoid, things to do, things you shouldn't do. I just think that's really important, and I wish everyone had the opportunity to, well, besides orientation, because I learned more at BSC than I learned at orientation, but I feel like every student, whether they're white, black, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. I wish there was a place for everyone to, to learn and to spend the week just learning and hanging out and going to little parties and having little games and stuff. And one last thing about BSE, if you are going to UNT, don't forget to sign up. I'm a facilitator, and I'll insert a little clip right here of me and all my friends, just doing what we're doing, having fun. These are the other facilitators. Okay. Tip number 14, parties. Yes, parties are every weekend, sometimes during the weekday. For example, last year our homecoming party was on a Thursday, and I had a test on a Friday, so I wasn't able to go. But I made an A on the test, so I guess it was okay. And there were parties on the weekend. But it's okay not to attend every party. If you have a test coming up or you have something that's due at 11:59 on Blackboard, don't go to the party unless you've already finished it. And remember, you get a syllabus so you knew when it was due. That's very important. Number 15, relationships. Okay, so some people like myself come in from high school from high school to college being in a relationship, and honestly I think you need to just talk it out, set boundaries, know what you need to do. If y'all are not going to the same school, it's going to be very difficult, but communication is key. If you don't talk, then it's going to really suck, especially if something happens. And if you're single coming into college, there's a whole bunch of people to have fun with. Just don't be crazy. Always use protection because that is very important. Okay, follow your school's account on Twitter. Like, if you're going to UNT, I'll link some right here, that it's a good idea to follow. Like, you can know when they're giving away free stuff, you know when they're giving away free food, you know when there's like concerts and parties and stuff, and which organizations are throwing certain events that you might want to attend because it's super fun. And yeah. Okay, tip number 17, learn where your school's health and wellness center is located. Like for me, Houston is far away from Dallas, so it would be really inconvenient if I drove home to see my mom every time I was sick. So you can go to your school's health and wellness center, give them your ID card, and I'm sure they can help you. They helped me when I was sick, so I'm sure they can help you with whatever problem you have. They have real doctors, not just like elementary school, middle school nurses, so you can really get some help from there. Tip number 18. I bought a printer when I moved into school, so I had my own, and I never really went to the library because they call my school's library Club Willis, and there's really loud music playing. And my spring semester I went, and I actually had a better GPA that semester, which is kind of weird, I guess, because I wasn't studying in my room. But in your tuition, like for my school, $15 goes to a print account, so you can print out however many pages. I think the pages are 3 cents if they're black and white, and 7 if they're in color, something like that. But use that money because you don't get it back. It doesn't roll over each semester, so it's a valuable asset. It's parking tickets and parking permits. So this is tip number 19. So during my freshman year, I accumulated 4 parking tickets. The first one was because I backed into a parking spot, so make sure you read your school's rules and regulations on whether or not you can back into a parking spot. The second one is because I parked in a handicapped spot and I just ran upstairs to get my ID from my room and I forgot it, so I got a parking ticket. The third one is because I was coming home from work and where I lived there weren't any lights on the side. Lights on the side so you can see the parking spot, so I parked in a spot that had faded yellow stripes, and yeah, that's what I got a parking ticket for. And my fourth one, I got another parking ticket because I left my car there because I didn't have to work the rest of the week, and I got 4 parking tickets. They range from 35 plus. Well, each ticket was $35, but you're sometimes able to appeal them depending on the reason why you got it. Oh, and you can buy parking permits, so you can, park in certain spots. There's residential parking, there's commuter parking, there's all kind of different parking. And there's like free parking at some places, and then there's parking meters. So you just gotta learn the rules or ask someone about them. Okay. And lastly, tip number 20, learn the lyrics to Low Eyes. When I went to my first party, Low Eyes played. The song Low Eyes by Nike Nation played, and everyone got so hype, and me and all my little freshman friends were just sitting in the corner like, but now it'd be like, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you want me to make more videos and you liked it. I have many more videos coming for you guys. I'm sorry this one took so long, but thank you for watching. Bye.